Hi guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to clean up the footage. If you have some objects you want to remove, for example tree or the road, you can do it by using this technique, which I find convenient. So let's try it. I'm in Fusion and this is my footage. I won't use the whole sequence, just a segment of it. So let's start. We're starting from tracking the footage. So we can use camera tracker node. Nothing fancy, just bidirectional tracking and preview all the trackers. And let's maybe make it more dense for more precise result. Hit auto track. Let's wait. Okay. Now we can solve this. So the solve error 0.3, which is quite a nice result. And we are ready to export 3D scene. I don't need the ground plane. Keeping my camera on the left and put my point cloud on top. And let's see the 3D setup. It's quite dense, the point cloud. Let's reduce the size. Maybe make it points. Alright. What I want from this point cloud is to find the points that are belonging to the ground surface. And as I want to remove this part of the road, I need the markers, trackers that are close to it. So I will select view like these, and maybe this one, and that one, and group, this group. Kinda selecting them, making a boundary around this area. Maybe these. When the trackers are selected, you can click on create and fit image plane. It will create an image plane. Looking nice. So now when we create that helper plane, it creates additional merge node. I don't need that. I want to unplug from the point cloud this image plane and plug it directly to the merge 3D node. Point cloud we can disable for now. And what I need to do right now, I can switch back to perspective, see what we got. Now what I want to have here is camera tracker render node, and to be visible the viewport. And now I want to project this footage on this plane. To be able to do that, I need to have catcher node plugged into my geometry. So geometry is catching the projection. Actually, projection is already happening because we have our footage plugged into the camera. But in camera, by default, we have enabled image plane, so I disable it. Yeah, don't forget to unlock first and disable it. And in the projection, enable camera projection. And the mode should be switched to texture. So now if we check our 3D setup here, we see how camera is projecting right on this plane. But this is not exactly what I need. I want this render type to be switched to UV renderer. And when you switch to that UV renderer mode, you see weird and distorted image. But that's actually what we need, because this render node creates for us kind of UV map, and in our particular case we want this road to be as static, as stable as possible. But as you can see, it moves a bit. We can try to adjust the image plane, maybe change the height, and the vertical transformation in Fusion is the y-axis. So if I translate by y or down, maybe we will get the more stable result. Yeah, I think it's a bit better now. If I move a little bit more, what if we move it back in even further from us? I think it gets worse, so move it here. Yeah, of course we will never get the perfect stable result, especially with this long distance road, but it is what it is. So what we want now is to stamp out the road as we would do in any 2D software like Photoshop or anything else. So I'm plugging the paint node into the main chain, and with this paint node, selecting the brush and stamp, clone tool. With hold Alt, you can select the point where you want to grab the source information and just paint over the object you want to erase. In my case, that's a road. You can change the size of the brush by holding Control and moving the mouse. I'm trying to keep the trees untouched. Yeah, the trick here is that the trees are vertical tall objects, so when you move the slider, time slider, you see how that they are 3D objects actually. They can cover your stamped out area. So we will need to figure this out. Now let's move the playhead and see the result. So, for example, in this place, at the beginning, the asphalt is behind this tree, but as camera moves, we start to reveal that area. It means that we need to stamp this out as well. In this area here, we see how the trees are going behind. And let's try to fix this. So I'll go here to the beginning and try to remove these trees here. Going to the end and removing here, and maybe bringing back this sidewalk. Yeah, these weird places can happen, so we should stamp them out again. Alright, let's say we are satisfied. Yeah, I don't like what I see here. Let's see what we can do with that. Maybe we can make a little composition here. So I want this tree to be in front of my stamped out area. I assume masking will not work, but we can try. Let's create a polygon mask and exclude this area. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Well, it actually might. If I, yeah, it would be nice to keep this this shadow here. And yeah, all right, let's animate this polygon mask. And maybe we could soften the edge slightly. Oh, that's too much. Play with the border. Something like this. But of course, this is not the final output what we need. What we need now is to copy this image plane, and we actually can make a instance copy. So Control C, Control Shift V. That's an instance copy. I put it right there, and I'm gonna plug my paint result right into it. So this paint result will become a texture of this plane. And now what I do, I create another separate 3D scene, but with the same camera. So I need a merge 3D node. Plug my surface, bringing back my camera. And I need a render 3D node as well. Alright, let's see. Yes, it does move. And let's comp this result over the main footage. Can do it by taking the output from the footage, here it is, and dragging right into this output. As you can see, automatically it creates the node, merge node. But I need the inputs to be switched. So Control T, I switch them, and organizing the scene a bit like this. This is my result. Let's see. Not perfect, of course, especially this place is looking ugly, but that part is not bad. So we are here, yeah, covering a lot. Maybe it makes sense to create a mask again, and I can create a copy of it. And hey, where's the mask? Oh, right, I forgot to switch off the view option, and here it is. I need to remove all the keyframes that are left from the copy, from the original, and I need to switch the mode to subtract and disable the invert as we are using one mask after another. So yeah, okay, that's what I wanted. I'm going to the last frame and changing the shape. This mask can also be created by unclear, for instance, as these trees are darker than the background, so we can try make a mask with keying of the trees. But I already started this way and I would like to continue. More or less we have it. What else? Here is a bad result. But we can just maybe grab some trees, some group of trees from here, for example, and they will cover all this bad area. So I hope this technique will be useful for you so you can apply it to your work, and I'm ready to answer any questions if you have some. So see you in the next one.